And now the true inside crime story. New Jersey's Girl in the Iron Mask, as revealed personally by the Honorable Robert Peacock, Assistant State's Attorney General of New Jersey. Concerning tonight's True Detective Mystery, Mr. Peacock has this to say.
It takes a crime like this a long time to hatch. There were 3 generations back of this crime, brooding over it, living with it, until finally the 1935 generation committed it. But this tragedy really begins in 1897 in Salem County, New Jersey.
Oh, there, Major, quiet. No, she ain't going to harm you.
That horse can wait. I got something to say to you, Abner Fox.
Oh, easy now, Major. That's a good boy. So now, what is it, Genevieve?
Your son is left me.
We didn't come here to the blacksmith shop this morning, and I was wondering.
He ran off and left me, his lawful wife.
I ain't for leaving women folks, but I don't know whether I blame her. You Carters fly much too high.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean because you Carters have owned half of this countryside for 200 years, you think nobody's good enough for you.
Your son wasn't. He proved it. He left me.
My boy John is a good boy. A blacksmith just like me, and a hard worker. He loved you, but you nagged him. Nagged him nigh unto death. Because he wasn't rich. Because he was a blacksmith.
Well, it's a good thing my folks are rich. They can look after me and the little girl Marguerite now that your son deserted me.
I'll take the little girl. Looks just like my son John. She ain't going to grow up into any snippy Carter.
You can't have her. I'll rear her to be a real Carter. And she'll never have any truck with men.
Well, if you give her to me, I'll raise her right.
She'll never be humiliated. I'll see that no man ever plays a trick on her your son played on me.
Oh, Major. Genevieve, you even frighten horses. Ain't natural.
I'll show you, Abner Fox. You and your blacksmith son. If any man ever comes near Marguerite when she grows up, I'll kill him.
Well, I'm warning you. If you bring her up like that, you'll be the sorriest mother that ever lived.
But, Mother, why do I have to wear pretty old dresses all the time?
So the boys won't like you. Boys are bad.
But, Mother, why are the other children always so mean to me?
Because you're a Carter, and you're better than they are.
But then why don't you ever let me play with little boys?
You're too little to understand now. You're only 10. But when you grow up, you'll thank me.
What, Mother? You let me play with Norman Driscoll.
Norman is different. He's your cousin.
Oh, I love Norman. He protects me when the children pull my hair and kiss me.
He'll always protect you. He'll never harm you like other men would.
But it would be fun to play games at school with the other boys.
Remember what I told you. Your name is Fox, but you are a Carter, and you're not to play with boys.
What you doing? Sitting out here alone?
Watching the moon.
Watching the moon? Say, you ain't crying, are you, Miss Fox?
Oh, no. Why, Mr. Darbo, of course not.
Been looking for you all over the school grounds. Will you dance with me?
Well, I haven't danced much.
Neither have I. I'm more of a farmer than a dancer. Maybe we can kind of get along better since we're both kind of green. Will you?
Oh, I'd love to.
You're just as light and graceful as a meadowlark.
Oh, what a sweet speech. But you're not calling me Marguerite, Mr. Darbo.
I've called you Marguerite to myself for a long time. I've seen you at school here so often and admired you so. My name's Harry.
Well, Why didn't you say so a long time ago, Harry?
Well, you never seem to look at us men, though. Why haven't you come to the normal school dances before?
Oh, my mother never lets me go out anywhere. It's driving me crazy. I took to wait tonight. Let's go where we can.
Only known you for a week, kinda, and here I am sitting in the moonlight, holding your hand.
Oh, I'm glad. It's wonderful just to be with you.
Are your folks always gonna keep you so close, Marguerite?
Well, it's my mother. Just because my father left her when I was a baby, she hates all men. Why, you're the first man I ever really talked to or danced with.
The first man in your whole life?
The very first. That is, except for my cousin Norman. Oh, I liked him. He was wonderful. But I haven't seen him since I was a little girl.
What became of him?
Well, his family moved away. He's married now, I hear.
You should be married too, Marguerite. You're so sweet.
Well, that's not what the kids used to yell at me. Oh, Harry.
You are sweet and lovely and warm. Please, Marguerite, will you marry me?
Oh, no. Oh, I'll never kill you. No, I can't.
Now, wait. Don't say no. Your mother's reared you, but look, I got a farm, and a good farm. I'll work my fingers off to make you happy. Will you marry me? Say you will, Marguerite. Please say you will.
Yes, I will. Oh, Harry, hold me. You don't know how lonely I've been.
You'll never be lonely anymore. Can't you just stay up a minute, Mother?
Please, Mother. Daddy's been working in the park here, and I haven't seen him all day. Please.
Now, Alice, off to bed you go.
Can't I say good night to my little girl?
Well, all right, but don't get a nice clean nightgown all full of hay seed.
Good night, Alice, darling. Sleep well.
Good night, Daddy.
Come along now, Alice. Get to bed.
Good night, Daddy.
Good night, dear.
Well, now don't splash water all over.
All right. Is supper ready?
Yes, it's ready. That's all I've heard for 6 years. Is supper ready? Is breakfast ready? Is dinner ready?
But, Marguerite, I'm working for you day and night.
Oh, that's the trouble, Harry. You work all day plowing and planting, and you sit up all night hatching turkeys. No fun, no dances, no anything.
But that's farm life. You gotta work hard.
I do. I slave on this place.
But it's worth it. You're your own master. It's worth it.
Maybe to you, Harry, but not to me. I'm sick of it.
Now, how can you say it? With little Alice asleep there inside, well and healthy, thank heaven. Only 5 and big enough for 7. We don't owe a penny. We'll have food and fuel for the winter.
Oh, I hate the winter. Shut in here with you. Nothing but snow and cold. Oh, I don't know why I ever married you.
I don't know what to make of you. I work for you as hard as I know how, but I can't make you happy. Would you like a new dress or... Wonder who that is.
I don't know. I care.
May I come in?
Sure, stranger. What do you want?
Hello, Marguerite.
Norman.
I'm glad you remember your little cousin.
Norman Driscoll.
Mr. Dolbo, I'm Norman Driscoll.
Welcome, Norman. You ain't so little. 6 feet, 2. I'd... Draw up a chair. I'll pour you a cup of coffee.
No, not that coffee. I'll make it like you used to like it. And wait, I'll cut the chocolate cake I made for Sunday.
She was always partial to you, Norman. Are you visiting here?
No, my wife and I have bought the next farm.
The next farm?
Yes, I've always wanted to get back here. Oh, it's good to see you, Marguerite.
Norman, it's like a dream.
Here, Norman. You haven't even noticed her cake.
Huh? Oh, it's very good. I think I'll be over often.
Norman, I shouldn't meet you out here like this,
But it's spring, Marguerite. You love me. You've always loved me. And I've loved you ever since we were kids.
I've never been able to forget you. You've been in my heart always. Since you've come back, I hate him more and more every day. Oh, I could kill him.
Oh, no, Marguerite, no. Don't say that. You mustn't harm him.
But I don't want stolen moments with you. I want a lifetime with you.
My wife would divorce me. She's agreed to for $2,000. What about Harry?
Oh, he'd never divorce me. For Alice's sake. Norman, if you really love me, help me to get him out of the way.
You mean...
Yes. Get rid of him. Norman, hold me. Hold me.
Marguerite, why didn't I marry you? Well, I've got to marry you. I don't want just snatched kisses in parked cars in barns under apple trees like this. I've got to have you for always.
Then help me get rid of him.
I'll help. I promise. I know a colored fellow, Drummond. They call him Drummy. Maybe we can hire him to do it.
When? How much? How soon?
I'll tell you. I'll send him over to your place. You get Harry to hire him as a farmhand, and then...
Then we'll be free.
You understand, Drummy? Here's $10 more. See all these big bills?
Yes, sir.
Well, you get all that when you do what I tell you.
No, sir, Mr. Driscoll. I ain't going to kill Mr. Dullbone. He's a mighty good man.
All right. If you don't, I'll go to the police. Tell them you stole $10 from me. They'll lock you up.
You can't do that, Mr. Driscoll. It'll be a lie.
Well, who'd believe you? It would be your word against mine. You'd lose your job.
No, please. I need my job.
All right, then. I want you to take this gun.
No, sir. Please, Mr. Driscoll.
You take this gun and do what I say. Mrs. Dalvo will have you fired tonight.
Oh, Lord. All right, Mr. Driscoll. I'll take it.
Marguerite. Come over here, in the shadows of the barn. Is it tonight?
Yes. I told Drummond we had to do it tonight.
Where's Alice?
I put her to bed, and I loaded the pistol for Drummond. I put it in his hand. I told him to do it now, while Harry's inside reading his farm paper. Oh, he's done it. He's done it.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
You do it, Drummond?
Oh,
You do it?
Lord.
Did it kill him?
No, Miss Delmo. I got scared. I can't do it. Mr. Delmo, he's good to me.
The shot. We heard a shot.
I just fired the gun in the air. I'm scared. Oh, Lord, I'm scared.
Get out of here.
Quick, hide your concern.
Oh, Lord, have mercy on me. Hello there. Anybody hear a shot around here? Marguerite.
It's no use. We'll have to do it ourselves.
When?
I'll tell you when.
Is she asleep, Marguerite?
Yes. It's been a big day for her, Harry.
It's been a fine day at the fair. Sold those cows for $200. Cash. You know, Marguerite, it seems like old times today.
Is that so?
Yeah, you seem like your old self. I've been happier today than I've been in a long time.
Yes? Well, let's hurry home. I've got a lot to do.
How you all like it, Mrs. Dulbo? And how you like it, Mrs. Dulbo? And you, Miss Alice?
Yes, Rummy, it was very nice, but we can't talk about it at this hour of night. You help Harry in with the groceries. I'll carry Alice in. She's still half asleep.
Yes, ma'am, I'll help. Come on, Mr. Dulbo. I'm going to give you a hand with them baskets. Come on, I'll help. You two are both playing yourself down there, Mr. Dulbo.
Well, now, you set it down there. Where are you going, Harry?
I'm going to look at the turkey pen. Them birds ain't...
I'll go out there, Mr. Dobo. You must be mighty tired.
Drummy, Harry will take care of the turkeys. You carry in the rest of the groceries.
But Mrs. Dobo, I'm going to go out.
Did you hear me, Drummy?
Yes, ma'am.
Where's the tub? I've got to bathe Alice. She's so warm she won't be able to sleep a wink tonight.
But he did this, ma'am.
Well, set it on the table there.
Yes,
Now, pour some water in it. You hear me, Drummy? Why are you staring at me like that?
yes, ma'am. Yes, the wood.
I thought you were going to look at your turkeys, Harry.
Yeah, I'm going. Just a mite tired. I'm going.
Mr. Dobo, I'll go get the turkey pen. You was tired.
Drummy, I told you to bring in the vegetables.
But Master Harry couldn't go outside now. Come on, that way.
Drummond, I told you something. Are you going to obey me?
Yes, ma'am. I'm going.
Now, come on, baby. In the water you go.
I'm so sleepy and hot.
Well, you'll be all right there. This will freshen you up. You'll be a new girl soon. You'll be a new girl.
Why do you say that, Mom? What's the matter?
Nothing, dear. Nothing.
You'll both plenty of silver that fair.
Figure I got enough stuff till winter almost. Won't have to go out again.
When are you going after your turkey?
But maybe I ought to go, Mrs. Dobo. Who came about a few minutes?
No, Drummy. I said no.
Yes, ma'am.
I guess I'll go now. Might as well have it over with.
Sure. Go on, Harry. Go on.
Mrs. Dobo, I want to tell you.
I'm not interested in what you had to tell me.
I'll be back soon.
Take me out. I'm so tired.
Yes, dear. Here you go. Mother's little girl. Now, you get into your nightgown and see if you can call the Sandman in 2 minutes.
Oh, sure I can. Because I'm so tired.
Close that door, Drummy. We may disturb her.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you come with me. We're going outside.
Mrs. Dobo, you know what's going to happen. Master Harry, he's trying to be.
Killed, Drummy, yes. Harry Dolbo, my husband, is going to be killed.
Yes, and Mrs. Whiskers waiting outside for him. He's waiting out.
Yes, I know. Come on.
You shouldn't let him go.
Yes, I should, Drummy. I want Harry to be killed.
I think something's happened. He got him.
I hope so, Drummy.
Ugly.
Come on, Drummy.
Oh, Lord, Master Harry.
Shut up. Come with me.
Marguerite, it's done. All finished.
Good.
Did you bring a flashlight?
Yes, here it is.
Look.
Oh, Lord. Poor Master Harry. He's dead.
Drummy, you didn't see anything, understand?
Yes, sir. I've been seeing nothing.
Now help me with this body. Get hold of his feet and we'll carry him back to the barn.
No, sir, I can't touch that.
You what? Get hold of those feet.
Yes,
Just a minute, Drummy. You want some money?
well, money?
Harry has some money. Take it out of his pocket.
No, man, I can't take that body.
Now, don't be a fool, Drummy.
$200? That's a lot of money. Big money.
Keep it, Drummy.
Now help me carry it. Back to the barn.
Come on now, boy. Anybody wants to make a bet, just lay your money on it. But I'm a crap shooting fool. I'm going to tell you right now. You just put your money on it.
Not a joke there. You can't cover that.
I can, eh? Well, I've got lots to do. Here, look at that. There's 10 bucks, 20 bucks, 25, 26, 27. I'll shoot 27 bucks. Come on, baby. Come on over, Drummy, and 27 bucks. Come on, you bones. Come on. Man. Eat. Little eater from Decatur. Where you gonna get that dough, Drummy? Find a gold mine? Yeah, with $1 million in it. You can't fool me, Drummy. You ain't got no more dough. I ain't here. Here's a bojack. Bring my pals some 10-cent cigars. 6 10-cent cigars and 6 bills. And here's $2 for yourself. I ain't got no dough, man.
Where'd you get that money, Drummond?
You killed Harry Dalbo.
No, the honest, I didn't kill nobody, Mr. Super. I didn't kill anybody.
You hit him over the head with an axe.
No.
You murdered him.
I didn't do it.
Then you stole his money.
No.
How much money did you steal from him, Drummond?
Is that all, Drummond?
Yes, sir.
So you say you had nothing to do with the murder of Harry Dalbo?
No, sir, I didn't do nothing.
Mrs. Dalbo and Norman Driscoll plotted this killing alone.
Yeah, sir. They did it. I didn't do nothing.
That's all. Your witness.
No questions, Mr. Peacock.
I'd like to call Mrs. Dalbo again, please.
Mrs. Harry Dalbo, take the stand, please.
Mrs. Dalbo, you heard the testimony of the last witness, Mr. Drummond.
Yes, sir.
Have you anything to say about his testimony?
Yes. He lied.
You say Drummond lied. You mean that you and Driscoll did not murder your husband?
Absolutely not.
You weren't in love with Driscoll?
No.
You didn't arrange for Driscoll to be there waiting for your husband in the dark until you sent him to his death?
No.
You mean to say that you didn't know Driscoll would be there the night your husband was murdered?
No.
Mrs. Dalbo? Is this your handwriting?
But it looks like my handwriting.
It looks like your handwriting. It is your handwriting, isn't it?
Yes.
You wrote this letter to Driscoll, didn't you?
Yes.
And this man Driscoll, whom you didn't love, whom you didn't expect the night your husband was murdered. This is the man you call sweetheart in this letter, isn't it?
Yes, but that doesn't mean anything.
Calling a man who is not your husband's sweetheart doesn't mean anything?
Why, no. Everybody called not Mr. Driscoll's sweetheart.
Everybody called Mr. Driscoll's sweetheart. Did everybody invite him home after dark to murder a devoted husband? And then did everybody sign letters to Driscoll, your dear as ever? Why don't you answer? Perhaps you wonder how the state got this letter. I'll tell you how we got it. You thought you dropped this letter into Driscoll's box along the road, didn't you? But in spite of your intelligence, in spite of your cool and calm manner, you made one mistake, one fatal slip. You dropped this letter in another neighbor's box. Call Mr. Driscoll again, please.
Mr. Norman Driscoll, take the stand, please.
Mr. Driscoll, you say you weren't in love with Miss Dalbo?
That's right.
And you expect the jury to believe that?
I'm a happily married man. What should I want with Mrs. Dalbo?
You're a happily married man. Then tell the jury, if you can, why you entered into this divorce agreement with your wife.
Give me that. Where did you get that? You have no right to. That's my personal property. Why?
Everybody call him sweetheart.
No, sir, I didn't do nothing.
I'm a happily married man.
You made one fatal slip. You dropped this letter in another neighbor's box.
Here he has the money. Let me take it out of his pocket.
Marguerite, it's done. All finished. Mrs. Dalbo, you know what's going to happen. I'd like to do. Bring my pair some Princeton seagulls.
Johnny, I want her to be killed.
Marguerite. Poor Master Harry. He's dead.
Oh, Harry. Harry! 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 Oh, nothing's the matter. I guess I was just dreaming.
Do you want anything?
No, thanks.
Sure.
Yes, thank you. What day is this, Watson?
Tuesday? No, I guess. Yep. 1 a.m., February 11th. Days are going to drag now until you walk that last mile. Oh, but I reckon you'll bear up better than Driscoll.
He's not well.
He's taking it very hard. Strange how a man fears death more than some women.
Yes. Some women.
just heard New Jersey's Girl in the Iron Mask, taken from the pages of True Detective Mysteries magazine. True Detective story has been transcribed for you by Trans-American.